obviously at the moment it's Ramadan, and Lima, you are observing that, and
Gang-ish.
I've
Come
seen
on.
like a lot of stuff. I saw it in advance of Ramadan as well. Especially on these like meme pages, there's a lot of discussion about the idea of shaming people for not doing fasting the way it's meant to be done.
Yeah.
Say for example, someone just breaking it, or like
Not keeping it or whatever
not
else,
keeping
yeah.
it, or like say if they have exams or whatever,
Yeah.
like not needing to they need the food to like study basically, and then people judging them, and then on the one hand you've got people saying yeah, like taking quite like a conservative approach to it, saying yeah, but this is the way it's meant to be, people shouldn't be breaking this no matter what. But on the other hand you got people saying like even if you're not a fan of that, why are you judging them? Like surely you should be focusing on yourself. And obviously I'm not Muslim, so I don't really want to pass too much comment on it, but I was interested to see what you thought about
that. Well, so first of all, what the fact is that like not everyone is obligated to fast. Like there are a number of exemptions for people that don't have to fast, and it goes from everything from like being on your period to being pregnant, being physically ill, being mentally ill, traveling, like anything that hinders you from fasting. Basically, like you don't have to fast for those purposes. That is what the law is, the law of Islam, if we're talking about it. However, though, Muslims, and I think to be fair, it's a cultural thing as well, like can be quite judgmental. Like Muslims can really 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 be very judgmental, and they do judge other Muslims for not fasting or for breaking their fast. And it's like, first of all, that you should not assume you shouldn't make an assumption on someone else's struggle. You know, like they might physically seem fine to you, but you don't know what that person is going through. For example, someone who has an eating disorder, if God has shown enough mercy and compassion to a person to say you do not, I'm telling you, you do not need to fast. Who are you as a mortal being to turn around and judge that person for it? Even my own God is not judging me for it. Why are you judging me for it? You know what I mean? Like so in that regard, like, it's very, very techie, and like it's wrong. Like fundamentally, it's wrong. I mean, okay, so judgment is wrong in Islam anyway. Like especially during the month of Ramadan, when we're supposed to be increasing God consciousness and we're supposed to be kind and compassionate with everyone. Like judgment in any form is just wrong. But judging, especially when in a situation where Islamically someone is exempt and you are now passing judgment, because another thing, like slander is a sin in Islam. So like we have this thing where God says, like, if someone makes a mistake, if someone does something wrong, if someone commits a sin, as a fellow Muslim, you're supposed to make 70 excuses for that person. Like that is how much like mercy and compassion is like embedded into the fabric of Islam, right? So not only are you not making those excuses, you're outwardly pointing fingers and blaming and judging, which is like not allowed. And another thing as well is that a lot of Muslims have this thing where they're like, they refer to, so Ramadan is obviously a holy month, right? So a lot of people increase in their like religious connections, their worship and things like that. And there are some Muslims who, you know, might pray all year round or might read Quran all year round. Look at Muslims who do an increased amount during Ramadan or only during Ramadan, and they refer to them as like Ramadan Muslims, which is really, really, really bad, because it's like, yes, we're supposed to pray all year round. Yes, we're supposed to worship all year round. But if a person doesn't do that, and they do in the month of Ramadan, then you should be encouraging that. Do you know what I mean? Like if person has used Ramadan as an excuse, as an incentive to get closer to their faith, to get closer to God, like you should be fostering that as a fellow Muslim instead of judging them for not doing it the rest of the time. So stop doing that, man.
Yeah. Well, obviously, like I said, I can't really comment, but I do agree from an outward perspective.
Just a humanistic perspective,
it's
innit? Like don't judge people.
Yeah, like literally, even if you're meant to do something, even if it was, like you say, in the law of Islam to do that, like to actually, you have to fast no matter what, no matter what's going on with you. If someone's like using, also the thing is as well, people forget that religion and faith, it's meant to be, your own interpretation of it. Like it doesn't necessarily need to be you follow every strict thing, and if people want to do that, it's their life, and you should just not really judging. Focus on yourself. If you're fasting,
Innit?
then like, why are you
Bro,
getting
go
around
give to
everyone
charity,
else?
innit?
Yeah.
Like, go help your mum in the kitchen. Go build a well in somewhere. Like,
Go build a well.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
go build a well, but like only if they actually want the well. Like,
Oh, yeah,
don't
yeah,
go like don't go over there and like yeah.
no white savior thing. But I meant, just
Yeah.
meant like in Ramadan, like there's increased charity. Like the Muslim community just raised so much money for charity, which is like amazing part of Ramadan. But yeah, go do that, innit? Like instead of fixing your lips to talk nonsense, like do something useful.